talk about love and marriage the way that God intended. Life experience, here we share it. The No Fruit Podcast. Tune in from any platform. No Fruit Podcast. Will help your spirit transform.
Hey everyone, how are you?
Hi out there.
So, Kaf, I don't know why I had the sudden urge to just turn the intro off and just be like, y'all know what y'all tuned into today.
You've tuned into the No Fruit Podcast with Kaf and Maurice, and we're here to help you be fruitful.
And find out what microwavable food there are.
So today we're diving into, I guess, relationships in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships should always continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things to create relationships and grow is communication.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you have a deck of cards that gives you questions to talk to your partner about,
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are really, really deep questions,
Mm-hmm.
that, are just deep, and get to your emotions and things like that. And some of them are just fun, light, and airy. Things that you just never talked about before and didn't think were ever important. But today we have a really, really important question. Maurice just said it.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your favorite foods to microwave?
Mm-hmm.
And I was never like a microwave person.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting my first microwave at my grandpa's house, and I was still in like elementary school. And that's like when, you turn the microwave on and you had to like almost step outside of the kitchen. Like you couldn't be near the microwave because it was supposed to be like microwaves would like attack you. And you had to be away from the
I
microwave.
vaguely remember that.
Like, you would press the button and you had to like step away from
Right.
it. Like, and I used to like to watch it, like the popcorn or whatever it was we put in there. And he would yell at me like, move back. So, step away.
You're going to turn green.
You're going to grow another arm.
I mean, yeah.
So I never really quite understood, like, well, how safe is it that we're putting these things in here? And then if it wasn't safe to stand next to it. But yeah,
Right.
I used to like to like not kneel down, but lean over and watch the little light
That's
come on
weird.
and whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so since then, I guess I really wasn't, huge on microwaving things. So I don't know. I had some ideas.
Of your
But-
favorite?
I don't have like a favorite food that I would put in the microwave. No. I mean, I always used it, again, when they first came out, I guess there was microwave popcorn or something like that. But I don't remember, like, it wasn't until I got older, much older, that I realized that people like use it as a cooking device. I didn't know that it was for that. I thought it was just like to reheat food
Mm-hmm.
or to make popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And in college, my sophomore year of college,
Mm-hmm.
I lived right across from the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have kitchens. We just had like this room with microwave. And so my roommate and I would purposely, in the afternoon and in the early evening, leave our door open. And then people would pop popcorn and they would just see us sitting there. And they were like, you want some? Sure. So we just get free popcorn.
Wow.
We just have a small little bowl, and like they would open it up and then give us.
That was convenient.
That was convenient. Like if we have to endure the smell, because it was really bad if somebody left it in there and burned it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but those who did a good job, they're like, "Hey, Nance, hey, Calf, want some popcorn? Sure, thanks." So it was convenient in that way. But yeah, I didn't really know that people, I guess, cooked, in the microwave like that. It wasn't, again, until I got a little older and I noticed that there was other buttons. And I think later on, post-college, I think my mom may have cooked in the microwave. I don't recall. But I don't remember, like, cooking anything in the microwave. I didn't learn that until after meeting you.
of cooking in the microwave.
Yeah.
But I didn't cook anything in the
I
microwave.
didn't know it wasn't you, it was your brother.
I was about to say, yeah, I didn't cook in the microwave.
Yeah. Or maybe.
No, it was my brother.
Yeah, because you
On
showed me to wrap the bacon or something up in paper towel, a damp paper towel, and put it in there. I didn't know anything about that, but that had changed my world. I was like, oh, wow. I can just do two strips of bacon real quick.
Right. I mean, so it was always something like that for me. It was never, let me put my bacon, my eggs, my grits, my potatoes, let me put everything in there at one time and just, no, I was never, first of all, let's be clear on this. I was never one to mix food anyway.
Right.
I think we've had that discussion already. Now, grits, eggs, scrapple, whatever that southern vibe, like I could do that, but no. Like we're not doing juices from something else onto something. Like I'm not doing all that. So,
so you won't even reheat food in the microwave, or you didn't like to?
Well, I did at one time, but for the most part, as far as cooking anything in the microwave, would only have been my popcorn or my Hungry Man stuff. But even some of that, depending on which one you got, I don't eat them anymore, so I don't know what kind of container they're in now. Because some of them you would only need to put in the oven, but then eventually they kind of grew into you could put in the microwave. And now the only other thing I might have put in the microwave might have been if I wanted to heat up my my Pop-Tarts real quick. Or
not in the container. You would take them out of there.
Yeah, of course I'll take them out there. We have fireworks up in that joint. So
oh goodness. I think we've talked about this on the podcast before, but another time I just got, when you said that, I just had a flashback of my other microwave experience. This one wasn't elementary school. This was like middle school. Yeah, middle school, maybe going into not quite high school, middle school, definitely middle school. I was babysitting, or I don't know if I was really baby. I guess I was, because it was just my cousin and I in the house, and he wanted hard-boiled egg, and I didn't feel like sitting there in boiling water and waiting the 5 minutes for doing all that. So I decided to put the raw shelled egg in the microwave. And then I did what I normally do. You step out of the kitchen, like step away. Well, the egg started to sweat. And can you imagine what happened next?
So the first thing I could think of, again, those of you may not have seen this movie, but there's a movie called Daddy Daycare. And it was with Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy left this young little kid to go to the potty by himself. Mm-hmm. And so when he goes to the potty by himself, he had, let's say, human things literally all over the bathroom. So I could just imagine that this egg probably bust open the door
It did.
and exploded all over the kitchen. That's the now maybe that might have been extreme, but that's the idea.
Okay, so the egg started to sweat, as I said, perspire a little bit, and the innards got very warm, and the shell could no longer hold what was going on in the inside. So the shell gave way, and the egg did explode in the microwave. But it stayed in the microwave.
Wait, man, it wasn't an incubator in the chicken.
No, it wasn't an incubator. We didn't create a chicken. But the egg didn't get all over the walls or the ceiling or the floor. However, the smell, it was priceless.
And you lived to tell the tale.
I don't know what we did, but I tried everything to air the house out before
Somebody came home.
The adults came home.
And were you successful?
I don't know.
I mean, you had to, but you're still here to tell the tale.
I'm here to tell the tale.
That because
I don't know if my cousin ever dined me out. I don't recall if I actually, after doing all, because we had to do a lot of cleaning to get, because the egg had exploded in the microwave, so we had to clean all of that part out. And then, try to get rid of the smell. And so I don't remember if I ever made a hard-boiled egg for him after that. I don't know that he wanted one after that. I'm going to have to ask him when we have a next family gathering. Hey, do you remember that?
Do you eat hard-boiled eggs today?
And do you still eat hard-boiled eggs today?
But you never answered, what's your favorite? I guess you don't have a favorite.
A favorite thing for the microwave?
Yes.
Water. That's what I basically use the microwave for right now. All honesty, right now I use it when I need hot water. I might use it to soften butter.
So
I may use it. You know what I use it for more? Maybe to defrost, because it has the defrost element on there, so I can defrost something. It says, how many ounces are you defrosting? And I'll say 16 ounces, and then it goes through a defrost if I forget to take something out for dinner or whatever. Like I said, if I'm baking, I might put it on there for 20 seconds to soften the butter, because I forgot to make the butter room temperature. But other than that, on a regular basis, what would I say I use it the most? It would be between...
Yeah, but that didn't answer the favorite. So I guess your favorite is the water.
Yes. My favorite is water. I get to have tea. I get to have oatmeal. I get to, water.
Yeah, so I don't have a favorite. So
it used to be popcorn for you.
Yeah, I mean, but
now you have an air popper.
Right. So that, like I said, I would do something real quick, but it was, like you said, it might have been the bacon, because I didn't always want to
get popped.
Not pop, but I just didn't always want to deal with the grease and all that type of stuff. Now, also, let's keep this in mind, too. Yes, eventually it was, I did do regular raw bacon, but eventually we started doing the prepackaged, pre-cooked bacon for a while. So, so like you said, if I had to say my favorite at one particular time was that, again, it was quick. And I could kind of, and those of you who really, really know me knows that I don't like my food being cold. So, so I would time it, because like I do now. Ask me to make breakfast, I will, excuse me, I have it down pat. Start my water to boil for my grits, excuse me, and then I put my bacon into the, because now we have an air fryer, so I put my bacon in the air fryer.
Toaster oven.
Well, it does all the above. It bakes, it broils, so.
It's so overrated.
But it's
not
on
a real air fryer. It's a toaster oven.
I put it on air fry, though. I don't put it on oven. So I put it in the air oven, right?
Yeah, prior to having what we consider an air fryer, we had a convection oven that was on the countertop. So
I didn't do bacon in there, though. And I don't know why I never thought about that. That's interesting. Maybe I need to rewind time and figure that part out. What was it?
I thought we did.
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about for me.
I put everything in the convection oven.
So, so I'll put it in there, and then I will wait until the timer says about 10 minutes. Then I'll cook my eggs. Then by the time the eggs are done, it's time for me to pull out the bacon, and my grits have been percolating. So so that way I can kind of have everything at one time. So I've gotten into a little rhythm for the most part. So, but I don't use a microwave. I don't use a microwave for anything else. Like you said, if I'm air popping my popcorn, I will melt the butter in there in a microwave. So really, it's just a butter softener for me. I don't do anything else. Again, what does it use? I mean, our
family members use it for reheating. Our son does a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his free. Look, he doesn't need whenever he moves out and he says he needs a gift, we just know that every probably 3 years, he'll need a new microwave because he's gonna burn it out.
Yeah, he uses the microwave to cook. Like he'll cook bacon in the microwave.
He
reheats. He makes cream of wheat in the microwave.
Oh, you know what? That might be my favorite thing during the winter time. Mm-hmm. I'll make my cream of wheat in there, because I've kind of mastered. Again, not trying to make a whole lot of dishes and stuff, so I try to be as resourceful as possible when it comes to that. But otherwise, I mean, and so like you said, for him, he'll do
cream of wheat, oatmeal,
everything, just about everything. Like you said,
French fries. I never understood how do you make French fries in the microwave, but he does. Chicken patties, like all of that. Like yeah, I'm like we have a toaster oven.
Listen.
It could come out crispy. It'll take maybe just double the time, but put it in there. It'll taste better.
Again, this is what I say to everybody on my other show. This is the reason why our particular show is only about 20, 25 minutes. Because no one attention span is that long. Like we're in this 7 to 10 second mindset or span. And our son putting everything in the microwave is a true testament to that. I don't have time to wait. And hurry up to stop. You get what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's it.
But he eats slow.
That's what I say. Hurry up to stop, because it'll take him 3 hours to eat. Like I want my food in 2.7 minutes, but it's gonna take me 2.7 hours to eat it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, dude, you didn't have to put it in the microwave. It didn't even have to be hot. You could have just eaten it cold. Like it would have become room temperature by the time you finish. You get what I mean? Like, so whether it was cold or hot, it's going to be the same temperature by the time you're done.
Yeah.
So, but no, overall though, I don't have a favorite, and because I don't eat cream of wheat every day that often or whatever else, but when I do have it, I'll throw it in the microwave. But otherwise, I don't have a favorite.
I don't think I have a food like that I'm preparing and cooking that's in the microwave.
No. I mean, I used to do.
The one thing we used to do, which I haven't seen in a while, that was a microwavable food that we both enjoyed. Can you think of what that was?
The only thing I could think of was the cake.
Yep, the microwavable cakes. They used to have these little small single-serve microwavable cakes.
Again, it was quick. You ain't got to go and...
I'm going to have to look for those.
Mix it and pat it and mark it what it be. Like, you ain't
you had to do a little mixing.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't have to get the bowl out, get the hand mixer and put it in the pan. And
right, it didn't require multiple ingredients.
Wait for it to bake, and then you got to take it out and let it sit on the countertop or whatever else for
that's what made it better, because you had it when it was warm. So you had your chocolate molten cake. And...
Well, I'm using the idea of baking a whole cake, and you got to wait. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. It take you maybe 20 minutes to put the ingredients together, another 30 to 40 minutes for it to bake, and another half a day for it to cool so it doesn't, so you get, so it's like, yeah. So that would be...
I don't know. We're going to have to find a microwavable food that's good.
We're going to find chef.
If you guys have any ideas of a microwavable food that's good.
No, I don't want that.
You don't want to try it?
Again, I'm not a big microwave person.
Yeah.
I'm just not overall. I mean, I remember
you said you had a microwave growing up.
I can remember a microwave.
What's your earliest microwave recollection?
I think we had one, like you said, like maybe mid to late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around there. And yes, my brother would, same thing. He microwave everything from roast beef to, beef Wellington.
I mean, but that's
turkey
all
dinner.
Heating things up, but not like preparing it frozen to fresh.
No, I mean, now, granted, I was exaggerating with the roast beef. That I was exaggerating with that. But most definitely, oodles and noodles and hot dogs, microwave. You get what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
never understood that. People say, "Oh, you went to college, you never made oodles and noodles in a microwave." I was like, "No,
Yeah.
I did not know how to do that," and I still to this day don't know how to do that.
So yeah, I mean stuff like that. Yeah, I mean he was the master. And here's the other part too that again I can't rock with. You just heard me say I don't like my food cold.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I can't do either, I cannot want this. For the most part, for me, I cannot reheat breakfast food.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe potatoes, but grits, eggs, bacon, I cannot reheat any of that for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't understand what it is. I can't reheat that. So, if I have breakfast in the morning, 9 times out of 10, I'm eating my eggs first. I could deal with the potatoes being a little cooler, and even the bacon being a little cooler. But I can't deal with cold eggs at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not in a place where it's like, yo, put it in the microwave to reheat it. Nope. I'm not putting no magic water, no magic dust, no, sprinkle a little bit of this one. No, I ain't doing all that. I can't do that. So that's just me. So I cannot put myself in a position to say, yo, microwave is the best thing because I could do this. Nope. Like you.
Do you think they'll come out with something better than the microwave? Like, still quick like that. But, like that was, like you said, that 80s thing. Microwave was all the crave. Like, but then people were nervous because, oh, it's cancer or this and it's going to cause this condition and so forth and so on. So, like you said, here we are many years later.
I mean, what is the micro? I mean, you're going to make me want to Google it now. But I don't know if there can be anything to replace it, I guess.
I mean, they're trying different things, I guess, with I don't remember the name of that pot, Instapot. We're supposed to be able to do a whole lot of different things. I guess it's...
Well, think about right now, though. Like, if you, because we look at a lot of home remodeling shows, and just how they're taking the air fryer, convection oven, microwave oven, and putting it all into one unit.
Right. Nobody wants all these different things in their house, all these little boxes. It's just too much.
So if you're looking at that, then how or why would you have, or, is no reason to change. So it doesn't feel as though the microwave is going anywhere based off of, like some of the stuff we just mentioned, defrosting, all that. Because if you put it in that air fryer / convection oven, it's going to end up cooking. I have not seen a defrost option on it. It might be. Don't get me wrong. It might be. But otherwise, I can't see it going anywhere. And here's the other thing, too. As we just mentioned about the butter, right? Mine, if you got a cake to bake, now, granted, you're not supposed to, I don't believe you're supposed to microwave the butter before you bake a cake. But that doesn't mean some people don't do it. Just to kind of speed it up.
Some recipes may call for melted butter, but most of them call for softened room temperature butter. The ones that I've made. So
yeah, but again, that means that you're taking out the butter and let it sit on the counter for 13 and a half hours.
Exactly. You get up in the morning, you take that butter out, and you bake a cake later on.
Right. That's why people
you got to take the eggs out too, because the eggs have to be room temperature, and some of them the milk does too, which is crazy. It's like you might as well just go out to your farm and outside and just grab it from the chicken and the cow itself. So
yeah.
And the prices right now, we might as well do that too, because woo-wee.
Yeah. So I want to know, per Kafa's question, how many of you have your favorite microwavable food? And I don't have an answer for that. I'm pretty much like Kafa, I guess. Popcorn and water.
Yeah, I'm not even a popcorn person.
And here's the thing, in all honesty, and this is how bougie we are. We did get a water cooler, so that's my favorite hot water thing right now. So I don't even use it. The microwave is just a very large paperweight.
But the water cooler doesn't get it that hot. I like it.
What you mean? It doesn't get it that hot?
I like
Oh,
it.
I mean, I guess because you don't, you can't leave it running for it to get all the way.
Right.
But
And again,
it's hot enough.
for
though.
those who dabble into water temperatures, a certain temperature is for tea, a certain temperature is to cook with, a certain temperature of water is needed to, use whatever. So it's not coming out at a boiling. It's not coming out
She wants it scalding.
because I'm making cereal with it. So I need it.
Kappa.
I don't want to.
You wash your fingertips in scalding water.
I don't.
You do. Don't explain that to me. I turn on the shower immediately. Like if I'm after you, it immediately comes out as steam. It doesn't even come out as just hot water. Like it's steam. Like the bathroom immediately steams up.
But you said you like a steamy shower.
I do, but
So I'm just trying to help you out.
I guess.
All right.
I don't understand how can you
And it's not that hot.
that water does not need to be that hot.
And it's not.
It is. And I don't understand how you can, like, I don't know how many of you had listened to that episode where she had me try her tea. I did not feel my mouth for 17 days. and here's the thing. She put it in this Dunkin' Donuts. I think we had this conversation on there.
Yes.
Where you put it in this Dunkin' Donuts mug container thing that's supposed to keep the stuff insulated and hot. There was no reason, because she was working from home. She put it in there 7:30 in the morning before she sat down at her desk to work at 8 o'clock. There was no reason for me to drink that thing at 4:37 in the afternoon, and it burnt my mouth for 17 days. There's no reason, Kyle. There's no explanation for that.
Go get that cup.
That
That's all I have to
explains
say.
how hot it was from the very beginning. Kafa.
It's a really good mug that just holds the temperature.
Yeah, so what temperature was it at? So it was beyond 212. It was solar.
It can't.
It can't. Because 212 is what? Boiling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that's another. I just got to say this one quick microwave story in reference to me boiling water, because that's what I said I use it for. Well, not boil, but heat up water. So I've learned my lesson that you can't heat the water up and then put the tea bag in because it bubbles over. You can't heat the water up and then put hot cocoa mix or anything in it because it bubbles over the surface, I guess, of the water. And we can look this up as well. Or we can go upstairs and try it. It bubbles over. So you have to take that water and then pour it into another container. And then it won't bubble over. So it's always been fun to create this volcanic, lava type thing with these bubbles and whatever. But yeah, it's quite interesting to take the water and it's interesting.
First of all,
Yeah,
you should see your face.
I'm excited
Yeah. So
because it's like science.
yeah.
It's
So again, I always have a song in my heart.
Oh goodness.
And so
What song is it?
because of how joyous you sound and look and all that type of stuff.
I can't even look at you, but just give me the song.
And I love you a lot, babe.
Well, one eye I'm looking at you.
Why? I got nothing but love. Only because of just how you're, because that's the way I'm looking at you. I'm like, yeah, I really love this girl because this is craziness. Like, you were really excited. Like, we need to go upstairs and put a smock on.
We don't need a smock.
We do need a smock.
Why? It's not going to explode.
That's the way you're looking.
It just bubbles.
Y'all need to see her like, the way it's going to explode. Like, you should see her hands
it just bubbles.
And then bubbles like she's tickling the air. Like, yo, it's hilarious. I love you, babe.
I love you too.
Yeah, but
Let's go make bubbles.
y'all don't understand.
Because you're looking at me like you don't believe.
Oh, I didn't say I don't believe.
I said you're looking at me.
Oh, no, I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Have you seen that before?
Have I seen? I haven't seen it. I've done exactly what you've done. Maybe I take my time. I don't just dump it. I don't know what it is. Maybe my water is not solar.
Maybe your water's just not hot.
Solar.
It's just warm.
No, it's hot.
Do you press the beverage button on there when you heat your water up?
No, I don't. I just hit on. I don't
No,
put.
if you press the beverage button, it asks you how many ounces that you're trying to heat up, and it heats it up to the right temperature for that number of ounces.
I believe you. I'm not saying it doesn't. I've never tested out all the technological advances of our.
So you know about the popcorn button.
That wasn't until later on down the line. I mean, we might have been married for like 20 years when I found out. Was it really that long?
I don't know.
It might have been 15
But it was
years.
funny. What were you using the microwave for the other day? And you were like, it's not heating and stuff.
Oh, no, that's because... It was because...
I had defrosted something and must have still... I didn't clear the menu. So there were still defrost minutes on there.
Yeah,
And he put
and here's the thing. I put it in there. It was in there for like 3 minutes. I put 3 minutes. And I brought it back. I'm like, what the heck? I'm about to go buy me a new microwave. Like, that's where I was.
Yes, he was like, this is getting old. We probably have to get a new microwave. And I'm yelling, it's probably on defrost.
Well, here's the thing, though. Before she said that, or I heard her say that, because she was somewhere else in the house, I guess maybe I was that loud that she heard me. But my son said, well, Dad, do you think that the defrost is on?
Do you think?
Do you think that the defrost is
See,
on?
that goes to your point. You just keep hitting add minutes instead of saying what you're trying to prepare.
No, there's no need. I just hit.
Okay, potato. That's another thing I cook in the microwave.
Oh my gosh.
We used to heat the potatoes up, not fully.
I mean, that's the other thing too. I guess you want to say when we do corn on the cob, because we saw that little trick where you do the corn on the
trick
cob.
with the corn on the cob.
I guess we had to talk this thing all the way out because
there are other uses for the microwave.
Yeah, but it's not. Again, it's not
water.
an everyday thing. It's not a favorite either.
Yeah.
So.
But I do have to have the corn on the cob. Like it does help take the husk and the silk off.
But again, it's not your favorite food in a microwave.
That was some good corn on the cob this summer.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't the favorite food in the mic. Cook your face because you didn't because
I don't cook it in there.
I'm about to say you don't cook it in there.
It's
so
just to soften.
It's just to
soften the stuff up.
Right. So again, you're not preparing it to eat it. You know, the only thing that like you said, your favorite thing, which seems like your favorite thing in the world, it's just water.
No, but now I'm thinking. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to go back and go corn because
I love you.
I can heat the water up in a pot.
Hey, babe, I love you.
I love you too. But I do not want to go back to having to peel that stuff off that corn.
I understand that.
I don't want to do that.
That
microwave hack is
there are so many different things, like you said, hacks, right? That people find out that we look on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it might be, right? So yes, I mean we can utilize this technology to our advantage. I just don't use the microwave to the advantage of take it off the frost, hit that popcorn button, use the beverage button. Use whatever it might be, like you use it for the countdown of the food,
Yes, a timer on there. Yes.
So there are all these other aspects of that particular touchpad for the microwave that you utilize. I don't. Here's the other side of that, right? You go into your car, you turn on the radio, and then you turn off the radio. You might hit one or two buttons where I'm like, well, let's look at this button and that button and this and that. So I think that's the alternative, right?
So you're the car person who has to look at all the features.
Yeah.
You got to know all the features. And I'm like, oh, the microwave has all these features.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of which.
Oh, geez.
Never mind. I love you. This has been a great show.
It wasn't. Because now...
And now I'm ready to microwave
I know, because that's what I'm saying. We're about
did
to...
you hear?
I heard you say microwave our love. There was no microwaving the love. We've been together for 30...
We're going to heat some things
We don't need to reheat anything. Shoot. Because how you going to do it? You're going to go upstairs and say, hey, you want to see this? Hey, Reese, come here for a second. Watch. It'll be something like that. It'll be something along those lines. I got you. It's not going to be like that?
No.
Okay. You'll send me a video, so you'll FaceTime me. Okay.
Because you made fun. So no, it's all mine. Mine.
We thank y'all very much for listening to us today.
Thanks.
Talk to y'all.
Bye.
This week's episode has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.